Okay, I'm going to do a brain exercise. For 4 hours, I've been cutting vegetables, beans, making dilly beans for the dogs, finding my spices, garlic, I didn't use that, but garlic cloves. I just realized I got more cucumbers to do. I took the seeds out of these. I'm going to try something new. I have an idea to make different shapes, but I didn't do that. This is what I did last week. That's the McClure's recipe, half vinegar, half water, garlic, and dill weed. And boy, it already tastes good. These are just the leftover dill pickle kosher Mrs. Wages mix. And these. And then I watched, but nobody did dilly beans on YouTube the way we did it, so I finally found a recipe that has the garlic, mustard seed. For a pint, it's for a pint, half a teaspoon of mustard seed, half a teaspoon of dill weed, 1 to 2 cloves of garlic. One lady online on YouTube sliced the garlic so you could eat it later. This last recipe I found was half vinegar and half water, so it said 3 cups vinegar and 3 cups water for, I think it was 10 pints. So I just kept cutting vegetables and listening to everybody's crap, so I wanted to do something different. I mean, it was good because I haven't canned in, I think, probably at least 8 years. One thing you got to remember is that everything's got to be clean. The most disappointing thing was I was watching because to me the most crucial part is how long do you boil it, because you want stuff crisp. Well, I got this huge can and it was taking forever, and I kept looking at the YouTubes wondering if they were going to show me the boiling, because what is a rolling boil? Obviously this is, let's see, what is this? This is a rolling boil, but it takes a long time. I was using up all my old Mrs. Wages kosher dills, even though I don't think I like them anymore. I like the McClure's recipe. I'm in love with the McClure's pickles I got at Costco that are like $100 for 6 bottles or something if you buy them online. And I'm going all over the place, but the thing is, the most crucial part is how long you boil the stuff so your cucumbers stay crisp. Some people had, I gotta avoid the mess. Some people said, I saw 2 recipes where for like a day or two you soak, or even 12 hours, you soak the cucumbers with pickling salt to get them real dried up and dehydrated. And if you want to try that, look that up. But I'm not doing that because I'm in a hurry. And another tip that I didn't see was I'm going to take all this stuff, and I have this new dog that like eats vegetables whether they're creepy or not. So I'm going to blend this up with water and then put it in the ground, and then this new dog won't eat everything. And I had Armenian pickles, cucumbers, but boy, I tasted them. I don't really like them, and I know you're only supposed to have them a foot long, but I tried a small one and it was bitter, so I'm going to have to not let them get bigger, too big. That's my problem. So I'm jumping all over the place, but the main thing is sterilize your jars. Don't ever let food on the edges, because you want to be real careful how you seal it. There's all kinds of rules, but you don't want to shock the jars. Some of the places said 180-degree oven for 10 minutes. Some of them said use a dishwasher to sterilize. I think I remember too what some of them were saying, that you shouldn't. Oh, I forgot the liquid in that. Some were saying, lost my train of thought, I'm so sorry. The lids, oh, you don't want to boil the lids when you're sterilizing them because you don't want to wreck the rubber. That rings true to my memory. And I had forgotten to get the air out of this, put something like plastic or something down, or a knife or something to make sure there's no air bubbles around here after you have the liquid in it. The liquid like that. What was the other tips? I'm just saying all the tips that it took me 4 hours to listen to everybody's little tips. And I'm repeating like they are, but that's the way it goes. If you're in a hurry and you want to just list it, I will try to list this all. On the iPad, you can't see what people write. At least I can't see it on my iPad Pro. So I couldn't see the recipes, blah, blah, blah. That came from my California sister. Some people said to put the lids on afterwards to keep track of them, but there's some reasons from the extension office you don't put the lids on. We always were taught to take the lids off. And what I wanted to add, I think this is a cucumber. I wanted to be different. I did all kinds of cucumbers. Cucumbers and spaghetti is my love of life, and dilly beans. My favorite food is spaghetti sauce that's been cooked 4 hours at least. So it's got a special taste. I can't smell, but I can tell. I mean, there's like, in my 58 years, I've only had good spaghetti sauce at one place. It was at the Dells, at the pizza place, I think it was. And it's because they must have cooked the sauce all day. It was so good. Now this is already 6 minutes, and I have a feeling I didn't say everything I was supposed to. But the only thing I'm saying that's different than the other people is all your scraps. Aren't they beautiful when you really look at it? Look at all the work that went into that. All the scraps, blend them up in a blender or something. You can make fertilizer, you can look that up. You can make fish fertilizer with sardines. You can look that up. You can make compost tea in a garbage can in an onion bag. If you get the neighbor's horse poo and put water in it. The first year I did that though, my loofahs never got loofahs because the leaves got so big. I forgot you're supposed to dilute the compost tea. So that's something I've learned lately. Everything you can look up and get concise, but what I was trying to do was learn everything on the fly, so I wasn't wasting so much time cutting all these beans. Like I said, anything with spots or dirt in the creases, I thought that was gross. Sometimes there's, I can't find the, where's our camera? Sometimes there's dirt in the creases, and I don't want to, even though I think it's sterilized when you cook it, I don't want any of that. Okay, well I'm going to shut up now. But another thing you can do is videotape what you did, because I can't read my writing anymore. I'm going to videotape to myself on a different video that these were Mrs. Wage's kosher dill mix with mustard seed and garlic. And then these were regular dilly beans that I made the normal way. Again, dill seed, mustard seed, I'm seeing if I can remember, garlic slices, cayenne pepper. Oh, and I put way too much cayenne pepper on here, so my friend O'Meara is going to probably get these. So that's it. I hope it was a little refreshing to be just a little different, and maybe I added something that you didn't think about. But just remember, every question in life you can Google. Thank you.